Hope you don't mind me recording this session. I'm trying to record the session actually, and I think this will be shared with the entire community later by the organizers. This is to just let you know that I'm recording the session. Okay, welcome all. Thank you for joining this session. I know the weekends are very precious for all of us. Without wasting much of your time, we'll start the session now. Just let me know if you are able to see my screen. Hope are you? Yeah, one of you.
Right. Yes, we can see your screen.
Thank you so much. Okay, so thank you all for joining the session. Welcome once again. Today's session is all about TechTide, riding the, one second, I need to, sorry if I have to break in between and let others, admit others to join the session. Riding the wave of innovation in education. So today's session is all about the curious teachers who are here to learn some interesting tools and integrate the same in their teaching and learning. Let me introduce myself. I'm KIranmai Pratapa, working as an assistant primary years coordinator, technology integration specialist at Srinidhi International School. My association with Srinidhi is total 11 long years, and throughout my tenure, I've handled various roles and responsibilities and always tried to give my best in every role that I handled. And few certifications I hold. I'm a certified level 1 and level 2 educator, makerspace educator, and I have done various hardware workshops. This and my mother tongue is Telugu, but I'm comfortable. Okay, let me admit others also. Sorry. Right. And the various roles, as I said earlier, I have handled I'm currently working as an assistant primary years coordinator, technology integration specialist. So my role is to help the teachers in identifying and integrating various technological tools in order to improve their teaching and learning. My hobbies are classical dance. I'm a Bharatanatyam dancer. I have learned Bharatanatyam, and I'm good at art and embroidery whenever I So before we start a session, let's watch an interesting video. Okay, so this video almost captures the entire essence of the session that we are going to talk about. This, and also it encourages us to ponder upon, the technological revolutions, how the technology is creating a revolution and impacting the education. So I think, so my question is here, we'll start our session with a question here that the technology is the best or worst for education. So if I see, normally if I see my students using technology in the classrooms for creating books, animations, comic strips, I feel technology is a wonderful, valuable tool. I'm really impressed the way the students are using the technology. But at the same time, if I see my students using technology for bullying and watching some age inappropriate stuff, then I feel yes, technology is that needs a needless distraction. So if I have to just support myself to reach a conclusion and look into Google and explore Google for various articles, there are 101 articles supporting technology is a very valuable tool. And there are 101 articles supporting technology is a needless distraction for the students or a dangerous tool for the students. So, but I know three important, I think most of you agree with me about this point that we know three important things, I think. Technology can be infinitely valuable because the technology is a reservoir of information. It really helps our students to, you know, find answers for all their questions, right? And recently, this latest technological advancements in education is really helping the children to, to use technology as their personal assistant and, and cater their needs, the various diverse learning needs of the students. And technology can be dangerous because if you see the students bullying in the school, that's a quite common thing. I hope you all agree with me. Bullying has become quite common in our schools right now. And cheating also because of the latest technological advancements like chat GPT and various paragraph tools, paraphrase tools. It has become very easy for the students to cheat, copy paste the information and submit it as their own work. So technology, so far, if you look at the points that we have done so far, technology is infinitely valuable and technology is infinitely dangerous. So far we are in a tied up situation, right? It is not helping us any. But if you look at the third point in my slide, technology is not slowing down. It's speeding up at a rate faster than what we have expected, right? You all agree with me, I guess. The If you look at this generation of students, what we are teaching currently right now, they are the Gen Z learners or so-called Zen Alpha or also called digital native learners. These learners have never experienced the world without technology, internet, and cell phones, right? For them, just imagining the life without technology is really impossible. Technology is less as a tool and more of an environment they are raised in. So it is really hard for them to imagine the world without technology. So as a teacher, if you see, any student, normally what we do doing cheating or bullying, we try and ban the technology because many parents also, I think most of the teachers who have joined my session really agree with me that, uh, you know, technology, many parents are not really happy of introducing technology at very young age. But I want all of them to understand, including us, that the technology is not going anywhere. It's speeding up, right? So we have to help the teachers and students and parents to understand that responsible usage of technology is what we are looking right now. So if we re-examine the question, is that the technology is, you know, good, beneficial, or it is dangerous, then I think it's a wrong question to ask. It doesn't matter whether the technology is really beneficial or worse. If we remember two things. As school educators, we are responsible in helping our students in advancing their learning. Our students have cell phones in their pockets, right? If, which is infinitely valuable and infinitely dangerous. So teaching technology becomes a less of a choice and more of a responsibility of the teacher. So it becomes an obligation for each one of us to integrate technology into our teaching and learning, and also help the students develop the digital citizenship skill, which is very important for them to be safe, responsible, and respectful online. So it becoming responsibility of all the teachers to provide an opportunity for the students to develop this and become a lifelong independent learners. So let's see few latest technological advancements in education. To start with, online learning platforms. These online learning platforms have created a revolution in education by providing various learning platforms, right? Recently, during the pandemic, the technology is proved as a powerful tool for all of us to stay in connected with our students. If we talk about the Google Classroom, for example, my school has actively used Google Classroom to stay in touch with our students, to, the various features that are. I request the participants to please mute yourself. Thank you. The Google Classroom is one where the teachers can post their assignments and also students can submit the assignments. There is a stream session which helps the students to stay in touch with the teachers and discuss and clarify their doubts if they have any. The teachers are actively checking the assignments and giving a immediate feedback to the students. The next technological advancements we are going to discuss about is augmented reality in education. I'm sure this may take little time to bring in augmented reality into the schools, but this is really creating revolution in technology and education. Augmented reality is nothing but superimposing your audios, videos, and your text, graphics, and transform them into some interesting and interactive images. Very soon, I think our school libraries will be filled with augmented books where the students have to have this app in their technology, whether they use Chromebooks, web-based apps, or an iPad. All they have to do is just open the app, transform those pictures, use those modulo-based application software to create their images by simply dragging and dropping the modules onto the software, and then later they have to transform that transfer software into a web-based application where it superimposes and literally create an interesting experience to our students. So it's virtual reality. Virtual reality has the potential to transform the way our students learn and provide immense learning experiences and interactive learning experiences. For example, the virtual field trips, you can say. How many of you agree that it is a quite hassle to arrange a field trips, right? To take them to outside, you have to do your risk evaluation, and you have to look after various other, administrative work in order to take the students out. It's not easy. Finally, end of the day, safety of the students comes take a lot of priority for us. So this virtual field trips at no cost. There are various free videos available online, which you can use, in your classes and integrate into your teaching and learning and help the students gain that experience, interactive and engaging learning experience. Again, it's one more interesting way of engaging students into your learning and converting your boring, monotonous classes into an engaging, interactive learning experiences. So this virtual reality videos transport the students to the locations and give them the chance and the opportunity to engage and explore with the graphics, explore them the latest ecosystems and the cultures. robotics and coding. Today's session is all about skill development. This coding, maybe we are going to cover in detail about coding and show you some, I'll share with you some coding strategies and skills, tools that I'm using in my school. But this is also helping the students to develop the competition thinking skills and the problem solving skills. Gamification and game-based learning, one more interesting technological advancement in education. I should say this is really interesting way of, making your ordinary classes into an interactive and make the students more engaging and make them involved in their learning. We all know and we have seen and realized that students love to play games. So just imagine adding those features into your teaching and learning, help the students to really uh, change the way they learn, and it really helps them to understand the concepts better. I'm going to talk in detail and share few tools and strategies in my session later. Right. Artificial intelligence. Yes, today I know many of you have joined the session to know the interesting tools and strategies. I know I'm taking most of your time and sharing, but believe me, I'm going to give you time where you can share some interesting strategies and the good opportunities, best practices that you are using, and share the challenges and get some answers from our wonderful participants as well. So I'm looking forward for a wonderful collaboration here. Not today, I'm not only here to share my best expertise here, but as well as looking forward to learn a lot from you as well. So request you all to actively participate, collaborate, and share the best practices here for. So this is for you all. I want you all to actively take part in this session and share with me, like anybody would like to share their experience about artificial intelligence. How has it impacted you in your teaching and learning? Or what changes have you brought in your teaching and learning? What is your school approach? Anybody would like to share the best practices? I'm here to share, I'll definitely share. But before we start a discussion, I would like to hear few participants sharing their challenges and threats. Has it impacted in a positive way or a negative way? Anybody would like to share their best practices here? What changes have you brought in?
Can I share?
Yeah, please.
So we use Toddle as our platform,
Wonderful.
and we've recently gone into Toddle AI as well.
Okay.
And I've used artificial intelligence from Toddle to plan the lessons. And when the learning experiences are already there, I mean the objectives are already there. AI just takes up those learning objectives and comes up with amazing experiences to plan the lesson. It gives you an option of whether you want to use AI for introducing the lesson or is it an assessment. So it gives all of those, and then it gives you a plethora of experiences that you want to choose. Once you choose one, and it then again elaborates it, and when you say, yeah, I want to use this as my learning experience, then it asks you whether you want to create an assessment tool as well. So I've seen that AI Toddle is really, really wonderful, because I could get into a platform which was creating own jigsaw puzzle. So when I was using that for creating a lesson on ecosystem. So this idea that AI came up with was to make a jigsaw puzzle using pictures of the research that they do on a particular ecosystem.
Okay. So it's really
Yeah,
helping
so
you and a lot.
yes, the ideas that we can't think of, the websites that it can come up with. The only thing I don't see it is creating a game for us. Like I wanted it to create the whole thing, but then it couldn't do that. But at least the ideas came up, and that was really fascinating for me. And
I
now
know
we are
we
going to
are,
use that for the report card.
yeah, really wonderful. I'm going to talk about it, and I want you to support me in those points later when we are talking about advantages of using AI, and Toddle users are the really wonderful. You are really blessed to have Toddle in your school and with the great benefits it offers, I guess. So let's discuss about it. Any others who have, like, I would like to know, okay, what is the change you have brought in the movement, because it has definitely created it's the management is completely creating a team kind of thing in our schools to know how can we bring in AI and integrate AI into our teaching and learning. What are the best tools? So I would like to see what best tools you are using in your school. Thank you for sharing your best practices, Miss. Sorry,
Yeah, like even I would like to share,
yeah,
AI has really brought a very positive impact on teaching.
yes,
It has helped in providing personalized tasks for students, be it differentiation, creating rubrics,
yes,
assessments, and also many tools which have come up with wonderful ideas, which also help in creating an interactive classroom. And also children kind of enjoyed, like even be it like comic strip when we are talking about uh,
mm-hmm,
for the unit which we are doing on images, rather
mm,
than doing in their paper and all, they find it very interesting when they started using the tool, dragging and dropping the characters, adding the speech marks and all. So I must say it has really brought a positive impact. And yes, we have some negatives also, but considering it, it has helped a lot in teaching.
yes. Thank you, Miss Deepika. Miss Deepika is also from our school, Srinidhi International School. Thank you for sharing, Deepika.
Thank you, ma'am.
So yes, I think, sorry, because of the time constraints, we have to move a little bit fast here. So I know many of you are already using these tools. Just to share the best tools that we have been using in our school is Kahoot, Quizzes, Khan Academy, Quizlet, Duolingo, Edpuzzle, and Splash Learn. Right. These are the few interesting tools which I would like to share with you all. If you haven't tried, I request you all to try. Autodraw tool is one of the interesting tool. Sorry, I have no time to share my screen and show how it works and functions, but I'm going to share this video, the entire presentation or the recording with you all, which you can try later. It's a wonderful tool where you can draw, and it also helps you to understand how AI works. We all know artificial intelligence is nothing but the ability of a machine to think and learn, right? So Canva for education, if you haven't tried, I request you all to try this Canva for education. It's a wonderful tool where you have all the, AI features embedded in this. And computational thinking also, yes, Scratch and code.org. Let me tell you how our code also has integrated AI in this and has wonderful games and interactive games which you can incorporate into your teaching and learning. And the Scratch is a block-based programming which helps the students to, break down the problem into simple steps and devise solutions for each step. So it really helps the students to develop the skills like problem-solving skills, critical thinking skills, creativity, design thinking. I know many of you must be doing it, but it is again just moving our students beyond just following our instructions and trying to come up with their own creative and innovative ways of solutions. So benefits for teachers, I really thank sorry I could not see you name, but she has wonderfully shared all the best benefits of using AI. It is nothing but designing your curriculum, coming up with the creative ways, lesson plans, rubrics, report progress also. I know how tiring it is. Recently, just now we are done with our first term, and we know how important it is to customize the student learning. And this AI is going to really help you to analyze the student data, record the student data, and customize the report based on their strength and weakness. Teachers can really use it to boost their confidence. All you have to do is be good at strong writing prompts, and AI is ChatGPT mainly is helping you to create letters and share it easily and communicate. As she already shared, assessment and evaluation, AI is really good. It analyzes the entire student data, help you note where the child is, what are his strengths, weakness, and accordingly, the teacher can come up and plan the learning engagements based on that data. lot of because it's creating rubrics, lesson plans and everything, it's obviously lessening the burden of the teachers. So what we have to understand one thing throughout this session is AI can never replace the teachers, the indispensable role of the teachers, because the teacher is required to emotionally support the child, which AI can never replicate, and teach the skills which AI can never replicate, right? The students need that motivation, the constant motivation and guidance of the teacher. I don't think AI can never replace any role of the teacher if we are ever worried about. Auto grading, yes, it definitely helps in auto grading. Oh, sorry. Right. Challenge Q is benefits of personalized learning. We already discussed about it. And AI is a machine. It never gets tired. And, categorizing the needs of the students or repeating the same instruction. We all know being an IB or whatever curriculum you are, giving feedback is really important to our students, right? The immediate feedback. So normally we do, sometimes we don't have time to give immediate feedback, failing which will not help the student to grow in his learning. But this AI, and as I said, share the various tools, it really helps the students to develop the skills that is required, and AI tools integrated with learning. Request Miss Bhumik to please mute yourself. Thank you, sir. Sorry for that. And writing companion. It really helps the students, to check their grammars, have more interesting ideas and change their writing, use the best word choice in their writing. That's how it's really helping. Last challenges of implementing AI in education is lack of training. What we are really looking forward is all of us are not trained. I think the management and we all of us have to look for various AI tools available on freely in the market. The best thing that we can do is, without fear, try and explore as many tools as you can. Try and take part in many collaborative sessions like this happening online to learn more and more tools, and don't fear of using the same and integrate the same in your teaching and learning. I think we have to move away from fearing of losing control. All I can tell you is AI can never replace the teachers. I think you all agree with me. But we have to integrate one more thing, where the technology is providing unlimited possibilities or unprecedented opportunities for the students to connect locally and globally. Along with that comes the greater responsibility of integrating digital citizenship skill, making them feel responsible, feel safe, responsible, and respectful online, right? So I request you all to make sure that you are integrating digital citizenship curriculum into your teaching and learning, and make sure that you are giving that chance and opportunity for the students to learn and understand how to be safe, responsible, and respectful online. Like we all know, technology is a minefield, and we have to be really careful about every step you take online, right? And integrating digital citizenship, age appropriate tools into curriculum. So this is again challenging job. Please collaborate with your peers, collaborate with the people around, the technology people around, and try and identify the best tools. Integrating technology doesn't mean integrating any tool that you come across. How relevant it is with your teaching and learning, how it is helping students is what we have to look for. So any questions so far? We are left with last 2 minutes. Sorry, I have to rush because this session is only for 45 minutes. I'm sorry if I have disappointed any in doing the same. Anybody would like to share some good best practices? So there are few, yes, AI, let me read out the messages also.
Yeah.
Virtual
May
reward.
I share something?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So we in our school from grade 3 we have Chromebooks, and for the age level 7 and 8 they have just started using the Chromebooks. So this digital citizenship unit has really helped the students how to use the technology and how to be safe online. What are the pros and cons, and how what kind of apps help in their learning. For suppose we also teach them through the unit how to open the Gmail, how to draft a mail, I mean, how to send it, how to check the mails, how to use Google Classrooms as we try to post assignments in our Google Classrooms, how to use Manage Back, again, something which we have was started this year, but also these are something which we also try to use it to the students as they show their readiness towards the technology. So I think this digital citizenship unit has really played a very important role in being how to be safe online and how to use technology in its own level.
Yeah. Thank you, Deepika, for sharing this. Any- Okay, anybody else would like to share, or I will read the messages that we have available in chat?
Can